my LED candle, and I'm taking that strip of that Rhinestone Adhesive Hotfix sheet and that Hobby Lobby strips. Now that Hotfix sheet is from BENECREAT. I'm going to drop their information in my description box. But I'm adding my E6000 quick hold glue to the candle so I can layer that Rhinestone Hotfix sheet on. And this is what it's looking like. And be very careful because it has the tendency to slide with the E6000. And I'm just going to repeat this process until I get my Hotfix sheet completely around this LED candle. Now this is what it's looking like so far. Isn't that gorgeous? Now we're just going to take our hot glue gun with the hot glue sticks, and I'm going to actually glue out the edge or the trim of this strip. Now these strips are made of plastic, so make sure you cover each end as you layer it on. And I'm just layering it dead up against the edge, or I'm bumping the edge of that Hotfix sheet. And I'm going to repeat this for both strips. And I'm using my scissors to lay down that strip. Now this is what it looks like. And it's time to add that totally dazzled brooch. And I'm going to just use hot glue. I would recommend that if you do this to make it more permanent, you use your E6000. And I also would recommend the Gorilla Glue. This is what DIY number 1 looks like. Now for DIY number 2, I'm just going to upcycle or elevate the look of the sconces. And I'm going to take this crushed Rhinestone Hotfix sheet from BENECREAT. The link is inside of my description box down below. But I'm just cutting it so I can get my measurements. But I'm just going to layer it in the center portion of the sconce. And I'm just adjusting it to make sure I have a perfect fit. Now once I know my strip and the side fits are right, I'm just going to glue the edge of the strip, and that's for purpose of the bottom bases, because this strip is actually fairly thick and it can handle the temperature from that hot glue. be careful not to burn yourself if you replicate this as getting it under that curve of that sconce. And I'm going to just repeat this process, layering it up on the edge of, or that trim work on that sconce, and where you see the cutouts, it's a little piece of metal in there. I'm making sure to add glue in those spots as well, so it can securely hold my crushed diamond adhesive strips down. And I'm going to just do this for the whole entire process till I get this strip completely hot glued down. Now on the ending piece, I'm going to add that hot glue right back onto the adhesive strip itself and glue it down. Alright, now that completes Upcycle DIY number 2. Now for DIY number 3, we're going to make some candle holders from this crushed, this crackle glass vase and this bell from Dollar Tree. I got these bells at Christmas time, but I'm going to need to cut off that top tip, and I'm using my hot knife for it. And to everyone, if you would like to partner with BENECREAT.com, I'm going to drop all of that information down in my description box down below with the requirements for that. Now I'm saving that bow. I'm going to add a diamond rhinestone in the center of that bow to come off the bell, so we can pizzazz or glam it up in my world. Now with that hot knife, I'm going to again just take off the tip of that bell right there. Now make sure that if you're using a hot knife that you be very careful, because this thing is extremely hot. I am going to also drop the link for this hot knife in my description. I purchased mine from Amazon. It was quite a bit cheaper than buying it from Walmart. So check out the link in the description for that. But all I'm doing is I'm just going around the edge of that tip that I need off, and I start by first just pressing that hot knife against it as I go all the way around. Then I take the tip of it and actually push it through, so I can start a little cut to let it give away to get that tip off. And also to everyone, this is a late upload. This video should have been up Sunday, but it is my Monday. Be mindful for the month of February that I will be doing uploads on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You will not get an upload for tomorrow because I'm going to use this video in that place, but be on the lookout Thursday and Sunday. Now here's how that bell looks with that tip off. Now we're going to take that crackle glass candle holder, and I'm using that same Hobby Lobby strip and that BENECREAT 3-chain rhinestone. And I'm going to just layer my strip on, and again I'm going to hot glue it and glue those chains down the way I did when I did the candle. And I was making sure that I glued the edges of that trim very well. and I'm being careful not to burn myself while I'm layering down this glittered trim. And I cut my strip a little short, so I just took another little tiny piece and I'm filling in the gap so I can completely seal that glitter sheet. And I will add, when you're doing projects like this, make sure you line your strips up as evenly as possible. I did not realize mine wasn't completely not even until I got to the finished part of the product. Now I'm going to put in that 3-chain rhinestone, but I'm pulling off the bulky part where the glue came from under the strip. And the next step is to take that E6000 and layer down that 3-row chain, and I'm just going all around it so I can lay it down in one go. All right, everyone, my camera wasn't filming. I had to attend to TT. But what I did was, for that bell, I just hot glued it on, and I added that epoxy glue to it as well. And I also put hot glue on the inside to secure it. So here's that third DIY from those belled candle holders. Also DIY number 1 with those Glam LED candles, and also DIY Upcycle revamp with those sconces. I hope you enjoyed the video. And to everyone, if you're still watching and you're not a family member of the Glam Queen of DIY, hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell so you'll know when I am uploading, and you know I can't close out without letting you know to always, always, always be positive so you can remain productive and stay positioned to make your next move your best move. I'll see every one of you in another upcoming video. Bye everyone, stay blessed and stay positive.